Endless trains and always unchanging scenery. All sorts of thoughts stream down on my hands, and numbness turns into poetry. The afterthoughts never get on time to me. I yearn for you to see to my soul through these lines from my coral sea. Endless trains and ever-changing scenery. Took off from Spain, and nothing will ever constrain me, you, or them. He made me trade my bedrock for beauty. He thought he was kind, but he knew I was hopeless. My transness is my poetry. My poetry is my gratefulness. So pleasingly numb, let me be your own private hostess.
Science fiction, double filter. I have failed
what I tried to teach her.
Heritage has conquered our little planet.
The soul we share has turned into granite
Firmness and
and
sadness.
sadness.
Far from what we want
we
go
want
to
go to
transgress.
transgress.
At the late night,
Double feature.
tearful shore. Oh,
Oh,
please
please
don't
don't
go,
go.
'cause in my late nights,
I
I'm
am fearful
fearful of you quitting our
our
shore.
shore.
It must be firmly confessed, I was a truly hot mess. And now, they're looking at me, looking over at them. I no more get the blues. I realize it was what I had to choose. Something we don't understand, the freedom land of the final decades of the past century. We were not there, but we have the music, which works as a memory. Had I been at the Pyramid Club since, I would be starring in one of those Nelson's films, and my dresses would sweep the floor of old Madrid or Bang, while I'd smoke the green. Yet, unfortunately, that'd be only on Halloween. And, fortunately, I've learned to romanticize that screen, and when I forget to do it, I act as my own go-between.
We were blessed with beauty and cleverness and faithfulness. The galaxy needs you to stop this ultraviolence upon your narcissism. Life's not poison, and death ain't right beside you, even though they might have told you so. We hurt each other despite our true love, but I know you felt love was never enough. Maybe someday we'll go to New York, and we'll release everything that's stuck. My mind still sees the first time, never wished for a last time. We both were princesses, but I don't comprehend all those white lines. 'Cause you ain't a jazz singer, Still, I am a believer of all your religions. I love you forever. I'll be here forever. We should stop saying never. Lizzie is a big one, but don't miscomprehend her ever. She ain't doomed forever. You ain't doomed forever.
Nobody warns you before the fall, but always, always, the cold hits you with a temperature you don't know. It almost could be safe, you don't even feel it. The slowest tide of them all. Just blurred and fading bodies all around, including mine, sweetie, and you. Why did you take us here in the first place? Never meant to hate, yet the beginning of sadness was while the love for the world was growing in the hills of the mind. And now, being asleep feels so much better. It keeps the bullshit away. It is high time for us to believe in something else. Anyway, the clock is ticking, and the bullshit floats up the room so fast we forget how to swim, and therefore we try to swallow it instead. Creepy humanity. Now I do hate you. Forever and never, never getting back. Nobody warns you before the fall, but always, all days, you've been thinking about it.
It was a glorious sunny Saturday. No blizzard in the heaven, I sensed all the bliss.
I sensed all the bliss. Just like I was in a high school play. At night my boy was truly remiss. Not that I was surprised in any way, but he heard me and it was actually a kiss.
Why did I feel like the norm was what I had to obey? At the end, I wished for a boyfriend, a one-way man I could miss. My teenage dreams are nothing but a cliché.
And all these delusions of boys who happen to be cis
Must be born by Fiends whose he won't stay.
He won't let me talk in songs and poems from my vast abyss. He only lets me recall his eyes of sun, sparkling just for me while we sway.
How can something be so keen and clean, to later metamorphose into a sin so very obscene? How the hell did we get here? How the frames from when I was a teen feel cursed and unsung on my new screen? That's poetic. It's pathetic. It seems like nobody gave an inch, and I gave a mile. I refuse to believe this family must die. It has helped us believe in life. I can't believe this is goodbye. Let's stop escaping from facing our failure, facing the loneliness, facing the fact that we can't fly. Poor babies. Tell me why, for someone who longs for a community of their own who's setting out of town, now we're fully grown? You know I've gotten lost. You know I'm running out of paths. And you're all running out the door. What are you all doing this for? I know. You've got a girl. You'll call. Nobody warned me before this fall.
I went for a walk to Pollard Street. The industrial buildings followed me through my walk. They were quiet and pensive. They didn't bother my walk. I wanted to ask them what had happened there, and what would happen if I stayed. I was quiet and pensive. I didn't bother their walk. My only home there were a theatre front row seat and a shitty hard desk seat. So I went for a walk to Pollard Street, because I realized I was hopeless to change my tide. And after I'd comprehend I wasn't crazy anymore, I thought, well, I guess I deserve a ride.
Are we on the run? Guess you're not that sweet, love. It all left me numb. Guess now you feel free of everything we've done. Perhaps the way we shove ourselves into being number one. It was just us trying to conform. You say the love has always been. I mean, yes, but it's nothing but a storm. I wonder when we will end the spin and cease mirroring the bloody norm. It's damn much too late, baby, so I did give up. Your past cannot wait for you to stop snorting the chemtrails over that creepy old man club. You ain't born a Lolita. He ain't no Bowery bum.
Got a light? Will you make it at night? Things will not always be like today. Your head will stop spinning anyway. You're healing. That feel won't go till you open the door. Shit ain't pure. It always leave you, waiting more. And as I go to the cat scratch club, I wish you were healed to send away that scrap. Cold hands on off shivering hat, anxious sweat. I long for you, not to forget.
It's fun at night when the stars come out, but it's not like they are gone during the day. And maybe that's what it is with my fiends and friends. The golden light of the sun feels better on my skin than the distant bright light of the stars, and perhaps that's what it is with my fiends and friends. I can't know if angels wake up at dawn or at twilight, and I can't know if aliens watch us at day or at night, and possibly that's what it is with my fiends and friends. So if the stars are always there, being angels forever, it means that it's never too late, baby, so don't give up. And it could be that what it is with my fiends and friends. Do the chemtrails in the sky and the windmills in the sea disappear when the sun and the moon complete another year? Hopefully, that's what it is with my fiends and friends.
Little baby girl, grown up as your soul, Put the ashes in the trash and hold it on for a while. The cigarettes won't kill you, but the bullshit will. Or love, just for us. I guess we really need it, for real. Rambling and wondering if life and I could have a deal. I had something now I don't feel. Guess I'll just wait until I heal. Why don't you come and try to steal the shame and the blame that came to me these last long months? This is for her. It is all so surreal. We won't survive. We're sinking into depth.
The city kissed me hard before I left, and it was not like I belonged there. It was more like, girl, I know you don't belong in this planet, but come back soon. And I know I'll be back soon, 'cause it's the nearest place I've been to where Sylvia Plath rests. The visit and the prayers are yet to come, and the chords and the choirs of the Hope Mill were so welcoming. I did not want to part. So many years there stolen from me, and the swallowing nostalgia ain't knocking on my door anymore. That's a lie, but I won't cry, and I'm on my own again. I met a white witch in Canal Street who looked more like a white bitch, but who knows? And as a girl living in the modern world, she made me realize I'm just a girl living the modern world.
He caught me under his spell of devotion. I let him. I should have not, but I did. So he got me where he wanted me, and that's nowhere. And I know where I want to be, but I would try to step off my dignity. I would try to forget all about the rats, about that boy rat, about that boy crab, and that's on that boy. But he's hot as hell, and he got me under his spell. It's where I fell, his empty fell. I'd bury his body with my own bare hands, but he's got fangs. He's got fangs. Yeah, you know that since Vamps already dead, there isn't hunting ghosts when they finally die once for all. There isn't. There will not be. They are all dead. My Vamps are dead. I don't care about their fangs. Fuck all my Vamps. Bye forever to all those scams.
I'll do all we could not do. Call it breakup. Call it change is a beautiful thing. Call it shift for good. It was not all up to you. I've heard it said that lovers come into our life for a reason. I certainly know I don't believe that's true. It well may be that we'll never be the same in this lifetime. And whatever reasons is for you and I to change orbits, who can say that this was all for the better? I'm not sure it has all been for the better. I ask for forgiveness for the blames, so though I can't imagine it now, I hope I'll be at ease somehow. It's not time for second guessing, because, well, if that love comes at too much higher cost. You hope I really get it. You hope you don't live to regret it. I've got your message of unknown love, and nobody, any of us, no queer love that there is or was, is ever going to understand the wicked sobs in which we trust.
You don't have to be so deeply sad like me. We can be grateful for those days, or we can pretend we don't have anything to do with them. But as I sat on the stall to see all these plays, I could not forget the ways you taught me how to be a femme. It was all because of you. You're breaking my heart tonight, but calm down. I know it is what's right. I am unsure of what to do. You left me so marooned and blue, dreaming away our life, staring all the time at the knife, but taking my meds to see these thoughts away. Your hanging man whispers me at night, and though he ain't fine, he tells me I'm divine, and perhaps that's enough to have a little rest. Whatever, baby. You knew we were the best.
Hey baby, may she be your lady? With those eyes of yours that stare at her, and perhaps one day maybe she melts because of the heat of your look. But she will not be mad, 'cause she had been your lady. So baby, were you both ever that lucky? Your arms like halos over her, sheltering her, 'cause she ain't gypsy, but she's homeless. She's homeless. A little place for you to hide from the storms that lately has been covering the whole sky. Let her in your tower and your city, not as a princess, but as a lady. Let her wait to your doors, do it softly, and let her ask you, "Hey baby, may I be your lady?"
Will we ever be satisfied? Will I ever be satisfied? Guess that feeling is now amplified. All the sorrow and the fears got me terrified, and the clouds in my mind are all codified. The bounds and the closeness, they are modified, to the point, to the time they're disqualified. I do know it all was so beatified, but the rain got me dissatisfied. It seems like the love has been set aside. It ain't justified. I ain't satisfied. The rose garden years that were glorified, they're gone. They've been committed suicide. Will I ever be satisfied? Guess I'll never be satisfied.
I'll remember it well, since I first got to the Broadway Hotel. So tonight that I can't sleep tight, knock on my door. My room's on the second floor, my chest full of dreams, tobacco and despair. Cut me into two and use my paint as a map to find the miracle. 'Cause I need a miracle. Don't wait for me to call. Kill my last gatekeeper. I have no idea, but I know he dropped my key. And though I know you only want to see, keep the key safe, lock me in, then throw it away to the railways or the sea, and make them disappear. My last gatekeeper said the key was always going to be right here, but it got lost in less than a year. I am safe here, in my 3-bedroom at the Broadway Hotel. 1 for the money and my swans, 2 for the show and my songs, 3 for the wine and my wrongs. I have 3 beds just for me, or 1 for you, and 1 for the key.
Lady C, why would you take me? The crowds let me stay in the sand. I can kiss you from the pier. There's a ghost fair here. The music's playing. The wooden floor is slippery, 'cause you make me wet. Madeline Tress is in my head, with a fog in her mouth which made her pass. And I think how my beige coat is the fact that makes me pass. Nobody stares at me, except for you, Lady C. And that's cool, 'cause you know who I be. And I know you dislike the tragic peers, the hookers, the bums, the 8 lovers, knocking counters and ultra-violence in Technicolor. You dislike the peers, 'cause you could not hear their rescue need. You could only break with the waves. But I tell you now, Lady C, would you please take me?
The spirits we shall keep in our minds were somehow crying in advance. We do understand they were forced to lose their trance, their romance, their chance. Now they are high in their now dance, and when they come, I felt their legacy at first glance. I knew my duty was to disclose their sacred expense, their romance, their chance. Leslie said, I don't know where to begin. Marcella and Elisa said, the love has always been. Brandon said, I did cry for my mortal sin. Venus said, never let them win. Bryla Stone said, what if we were back to 17? Sonia said, let us all en paz flotar and take us to where Disco Sally nunca dejó de bailar.
This is an elegy to all my past, a fire burning that soon will be dust. to all the presences which I can trust, to every bone I try to make last, to any moment that left so fast, the words, the love beyond my grasp, and all the spells that we have cast. This is an elegy to all my past. So long, my dearest, no more questions I already have not asked.
Dearly beloved, these past verses are to inspire ourselves, to love unintentionally, to our own need to express, to prevention, to blaming convention, to the intersections, to the comprehension of a new dimension, to dildos, to wine, to stream of consciousness, to pot and beer, to drag, to question every passing fact, to comfortable numbness, to trying to find success, to never being powerless, to never killing our friends, to love and write about our fiends, to reinvent that song from Bren, to Feinberg, to Bornstein, to those who should have lived Bohemia like Herculean Barben. Pero ¿qué estoy diciendo? ¿Con quién estoy hablando? To late night TV, to carnavales del barrio, to lovely conversations, to remember what Eileen Werner's went through, to trannies, envies, dykes, stone batches, to me, to you, to listen to that little femme, to Dorothy and Toto going over the rainbow, to blow off Auntie Anne and leave their vivo end.